What's going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I made over $200 in less than 1 hour trading the NASDAQ futures. Now, I do trade for a prop firm. I also have a personal account with Thinkorswim. That's what we're going to be charting on today, where I trade options. Now, 90% of my income comes from trading options. However, I am funded with 3 different prop firms. I've got multiple funded accounts where I like to get in there and scalp some of these options to create more revenue to add to my overall bottom line. As I am a full-time trader, I've been doing this for 8 years. Now, not 8 years have I been doing this full-time. I struggled for over 2.5 years, losing countless dollars, thousands and thousands of dollars before I finally figured out the actual key, right? The actual key. Most of it is up here. So what we're going to get into here, what we're looking at is the NQ chart. We're looking at the 5-minute time frame. Now, I did not trade minis. I traded micros. I like to trade micros in my funded accounts because it's less risk. It's smaller profits, but I can manage it better. And especially when you're trading for a prop firm, you always have a trailing drawdown. You always have an end of day drawdown. You always have a max daily loss, right? So we can't just trade, a million times and lose $50,000 in a day. It's just not going to happen. Sometimes you lose $1,000, they're going to give you the axe. You lose 3,000, they give you the axe, or 4,000, depending on your overall account size. So with this particular account, it's a $50,000 funded account. With that particular account, you have a trailing drawdown of 2,500. So I can't lose more than 2,500 from my absolute high watermark, intraday high watermark. That doesn't mean closed P&L. It just means if, for example, if I go up $1,000 and then I let that come back down 500, I'm going to be down 500 on the day. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. Don't lose the 500, right? Just take your profits. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the chart setup here. So what I was looking at, 5-minute time frame, the yellow line is going to be my 200-day moving average. The white line is going to be my 20-period moving average. What I'm looking for here, I got a couple of things that I want to check off my box, right? So to start the day, which market hours is going to open up here, okay? Market hours is, actually, does that even look clear? So market opens here, okay, New York session. So are we below the 20-period moving average? Are we below, or excuse me, the 200-period moving average? Are we below the 20? Yes. Okay, let's put a check. Now, if we kind of look back, is there more red candles or green candles? I would say, just using my eyes, I mean, we don't have to actually count them, but if I just trust my eyes, I would say there's more red candles and going down than green candles. Okay, so check. Now, is the 20-period moving average, which is our power trend for this particular strategy, is this declining? Is it inclining? Is it flat? Well, if we kind of look here, it's slowly starting to break away from the 200, and it's slowly starting to decline. Okay, check. So what do these checks mean? Okay, what do these checks mean to me? These checks mean to me, 1, I should be thinking short bias. 2, I want to get in as close to the moving averages as possible. And 3, I need a good entry. So a good entry is going to be a red candle that takes out a green candle's low or low wick. So what I would be looking for here is, if I'm already looking to take a short position, what I need to see happen is a red candle, either this one or this one, take out a previous green candle low. And you can see here that we get that price action. And I did take this short position here at 635 into this area. Now, again, I didn't ride this one particular trade because I'm a scalper when I play when I play futures. So as this is coming down, I'm selling for profits. Now, again, I'm only playing micros. I'm playing very, very small. I was playing 3 contracts. I sold for like $40, right? Nothing too crazy. That's fine. I'm going to show you how we're going to build on that $40. So as we start to spike back up, I'm already locked in profits here. What I want to see now is, what does the next candle do? If the next candle comes up and never gets above the 20-period moving average and takes out the previous candle, I already understood that I had a demand zone here going back to last week. I was going to get back into this short position and now ride this. Okay, so I want to now ride this into demand zone. And I took my second trade here where I rode this into demand zone. And then once we got in here, I started to clean up that position. Now, I was looking for the bigger flush, okay? But we have to respect the previous demand zone from last week. Next thing, what I'm looking for here is, do we get a little short dead cat bounce, okay? Now, because I'm a scalper, it doesn't matter if we're going long or short. I'm just looking for that quick move. So as we come into demand here, what I then want to see is a green candle take out a previous red candle And already because I have the experience, already because I understand these plays, already because I've been doing this a while, I know I'm not expecting this move to explode. It's just a scalp. I might be in and out of this in a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 seconds maybe. I just need to get in and I need to get out, okay? So as the green candle takes out our previous red candle coming out of demand zone, I get long and then I scalp into what, guys? Answer this question in your head. Where am I going to be taking profits? If I got in here over this red candle coming out of demand, this is our 20, this is our 200, this is our previous supply here. Where am I taking profits? Am I taking profits at the 200? Am I taking profits at the day's high? Am I taking profits way up here? No, I'm taking profits right here at the 20, as close to it as I can get. So as we push over this previous red candle, we start to push higher, 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 higher. I want to start taking profits. I know we're in a downtrend. Guys, we're below the 20. We're below the 200. The trending SMA is going down. So everything is telling us selling pressure, selling pressure, selling pressure. If you do decide to take a scalp, again, only a scalp, reverse trend, make sure you're taking profits into that rejection spot. That's exactly what I did here. Let this go ahead and pan out here. Took no trades here once we came back into the demand zone. Again, for the second time, what I was looking for was the breakdown, and I wanted to short through this level. Never got it. As we popped and we finally got back above the 20 period moving average, I went long on this break over the 20 period moving average, and I got into this candle here closer to the top of this range. Okay, so as we broke here, I wanted to see it clear out these previous high wicks, which we did as soon as we got a confirmation on this top wick at 13,294, which came 5, 6, 7 minutes later. I went ahead and added to that position here, so I was in a total of 6 micro contracts. And then once we put in a new high, I was looking for 2 to 3 pushes higher. So again, if you've watched some of my videos scalping, I like to take profits 2 to 3 candles higher than my entry. So if my entry was here, I'm looking for a new high over the previous entry. So if this is my entry candle, I'm looking for 1, 2, technically could take profits here at 8:05 Pacific Standard Time, or 3. Okay, so as soon as this red candle at 8:10 starts to run into that 200, I get out completely before we even touch the 200, and then that's also my 2 and 3 pushes higher. So if we kind of look, right, the 260 was made on the day. You can see that up here in my Ninja Trader. 260 was made in the day, and it's less than that because of commissions, obviously. So if we look at fees and commissions, right here is $39.78. My net P&L is $220.22 on the day. However, 100% win rate trader. Today, obviously, I lose trades. Everyone's going to lose trades. You can see I took 14 scalps on the day. I took 100% of those were winners, and we kind of just keep it rolling from there. Now I might take one more trade. I might end up, taking a losing trade today. I'm not going to go full size. I'm just going to play micros. I'm going to play it nice and small, see if I can get another quick scalp, try to get that 220 up to maybe like 250 on the day. We'll see how that kind of pans out. I don't really want to give away too many of those profits. It's Monday. Again, think about it like this. If you can stack up, right? If you can stack up $200 today, $100 tomorrow, $200 another day, you're already looking at like $600, $700, $1,000 a week. If you have 4 or 5 different funded accounts and you got that risk kind of spread out, so you're able to kind of take that many trades, you can be taking $1,000 a week out of one account, $1,000 a week out of another. Once you start to get rolling and you start to build that cushion up, that can steadily kind of grow, and you can actually, start making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, depending on your level of experience and your risk, obviously. But again, you can see how it starts to add up. So don't get discouraged if you have a $200 day or a $300 day. Times that times 3. If you have 3 different funded accounts and you make $200 on 3 different accounts, guys, that's a hell of a day. That's $600 on the day, right? So for example, because I have multiple funded accounts, I might not trade this particular account. I might move to the next account. So if I can even stack up another $60 or $80 on another account, that means I've locked in $220 on this account. I've locked in $80 on another, which brings me to overall $300 on the day trading for my prop firm accounts. Again, I hope this video helps you guys. If you guys want to join the Discord, that link is down in the description box below. Also, if you guys want access to a little bit more, like my strategy guide, coaching, one-on-one mentorship, live Zoom calls, live trade recaps, and so forth. You guys want to work with me personally, visit evolutiontraders.com, become a lifetime member, and I'll see you guys all on the inside.